The House of Spiders' middle apprentice, Ishmael, is the new kid on the block. However, before I get into her, a word from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by me and all the cool shit my GF got me!
She bought me all kinds of Limbus merch. Oh, hi, Gort. Sorry, did I wake you, baby? Oh. Oh my god. Look at this, look at this heat flip, look at this heat flip. Gort, do you see this heat flip? He's a dog like you. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, that's what she's saying. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Akihiko!
I've been waiting for this.
Oh my god. I told my girlfriend about how I used to box, and Akihiko was one of my favorite Atlas characters, and she gave me this. Like, that's fucking awesome. I love her so much. Oh, who's this? Oh, who's it? Oh, I love you, babe. At least I got a keychain for a heat club. Alright, see you, Gert. Wait, there's another Persona 1. What could this be? Is this Junpei? Oh, shit, it's Junpei! Oh, that's so fucking cool! Oh my god. Alright. And of course, we got a Don Quixote charm, because you can't go wrong with that. A Sync Don Quixote. Not a lot of people like this ID. I understand why, but I think she's nice. And there's a lot more to go through now. Oh. 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 Okay, I'll get to the weird thing later, but like. Baby. She gave me 3 dogs. She gave me a hat she knitted for Court and Pearl. I'm gonna try to put it on one of them. Oh, I love her so much. Why did she do this to me? I love her.
Oh baby, we're not done. Check out my cool ass new desk now. Look at all my shit. Look at all I got so much cool shit in my room now. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. Woohoo! I can't believe I'm saying this, but they somehow made Ishmael more autistic. Okay, so first off, before we start, let's get to her stats. Actually, funny thing, she has the same stats except for -1. She basically has 1 less defensive level than Sinclair. For a percentage base, she's just a little bit squishier than him, but she has the same resistances, a bit more max speed, but yeah, no, they're pretty much the same when it comes to stats, resistances, and all that crap. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, that is probably my fastest stats section yet. Let's talk about her skills, specifically her passives first. So this unit is considered as an ID that inflicts both burn and bleed. So if you want to run her in either a burn or a bleed team in Mirror Dungeon, feel free. I think she's pretty alright in a burn team, but in a bleed team, I would rather not replace Kurikomo Ishmael for how good she is. And if the unit has Thermal Blades, skills that inflict bleed are considered skills that inflict both burn and bleed, which is pretty nice. The middle never forgets, you know. Turn end, inflict Vengeance Mark to the enemy that dealt the most skill damage to an ally this turn. Every time this unit is hit by an enemy, gain 2 middle grudge 2 times per turn, and when an other middle faction ally is hit by an enemy, gain 1 the middle grudge once per turn per identity. So as there are 1, 2, 3, you will be gaining basically 7. You'll basically be gaining 7. If the target that attacked this unit or an ally has Vengeance Mark, gain 1 more of the middle grudge. So that's 6, 6 here, and then that's 6 here, so you'll basically be able to get up to 12. Dashboard has NVA resin, double the amount of middle grudge gained this turn, and the middle grudge has actually a max stack of 15, And if the target has Vengeance Mark, you deal plus 20% damage against said target. And you gain 1 middle style augmented tattoos every time the unit consumes 5 middle grudge. 2 times per turn. So you can get 2 middle styled augmented tattoos, which I think takes a while to ramp up, considering that you can only get 2 middle style augmentation tattoos per turn. However, that will give you basically 10% more MV and blunt damage. For every 5 stack, with a max stack of 10, you get 1 final power up, which is very good. It complements her well. She gets thermal blades at 3 MV resin, and she gains, if she doesn't have thermal blades, and if the unit has thermal blades, she gains NV resin divided by free thermal blades at 2 turn end. So basically, you always want to just get 6 resin with her, and it's extremely easy to do. So, though it's kind of hard to ramp up middle style augmentation tattoos, it is very beneficial because on her skill 1, if she has middle style augmentation tattoos, she inflicts +1 bleed count, making this the first middle unit actually with bleed count, which is nice. And you'll see as we go on, she just does bleed count. She gains aggro, and she inflicts burn on her skill 2 and skill 3 if she had thermal blades, and she inflicts 2 bleed and +1 bleed count, so she actually has a bit of bleed upkeep for the middle team, which is very good. The thing is, if she has middle styled augmentation tattoos, she inflicts paralyze and bind next turn for up to 2 times per turn. That's really good. And Violet Breaking Slam, there's a cute little gimmick about this skill that I'll show you later. If the unit has thermal blades on hit with 1st, 2nd, and 4th coins, inflict burn by the base amount of bleed the skill inflicts. Okay. And as you can see, since she will basically inflict 2-1 burn and then +1 burn count, she can manage burn herself very well, which is pretty good. And combine that with like Ardor Blossom Flames passive, every time she hits a target with burn, she inflicts 1 burn on 3 random enemies, which is pretty good. And she also actually feels Ardor Blossom Flame due to it being Wrath, Lust, and Envy. You can see for her skills, she has Lust, Wrath, and Envy, which is very good. And she's similar to every other middle unit where she gains offense level by highest resin divided by 2, max 3 run and down. And if there was a resin in the resin chain, double the amount of offense level gained. So basically at 6 resin of Envy skills, she can get 6 offense level. And if the unit has thermal blades, you already know, inflict burn, and she has final power +1 for every 3 middle grudge on self. So that's actually, like, if you get the full stacks of middle grudge, this still has a benefit, because, like, this is the only skill that can consume middle grudge, and she'll get final power +3, which is very good. And after attack, she consumes all middle grudge on self to gain basically 2 augmentation stacks, and if the skill is activated as a counter, gain 1 blunt damage up next turn. On hit, inflict 2 bleed, inflict 2 +2 bleed count, which is very good. And on hit, deal envy resin times 5% of this coin's damage as / bonus damage for a max of 30%. So, a lot of people were complaining because she does have blades, she doesn't do / damage. Yeah, she does. She does do / damage, just not as much as you think. And her defense it's similar to Middle Claire, but it doesn't activate for her skill 2 because it's not an Envy skill. At 6+ sum of Envy Resin, she uses her skill 3 as a counter. And she gains 25% of missing HP as shield once per turn. And yeah, it's pretty good. But the thing is, currently there's a glitch where if you activate Warm Up in the East for Middle Claire, this will not activate her shield, which is kind of detrimental at the moment, but that will be quickly patched out, I imagine. So I will not take that into account for this ID's current viability. So where does she fit best? I think she fits best on an Envy team, but an argument can be made for fitting her on a Bird team, because there is actually pretty notable like use cases of like Envy, like skill 1 on Heath, and skill 3 on Liu Sing. Don't discount her. I would not put her over goddamn Kurokomo Captain Ishmael. Like, I'm sorry, I would not even fucking consider that, because she cannot do Lust Res that well, considering how, like, it's only on her skill 1. Yeah, I don't recommend it. If you have Kuro Ishmael, yeah, just around the Kurokoma clan duo. She's good. She's very good. Watch me utilize her now. So as you can see, for the first few turns, we're just doing some counters. And now she's gonna utilize her skill 3. She has 15 already. Let's go. So that means 3 augmented. Oh no, she only got 2 augmented. That's right. Okay. So yeah, it's a little slow to build up, all things considered. And we're just doing counters and shit. We just clowning on this motherfucker. I love how she does that if she fucks it up. It's so cute. They straight scrapping right now. Like, I could just keep countering and it's gonna be fine. That's the wonderful thing about the middle team. This requires no thought. Alright, she's at 6 middle style augmentation tattoos. See how Sinclair has the shield, but when she used her counter, she did not? That's the thing that sucks. For some reason, yeah, she just doesn't get it. And as you can see, we have 6 middle style augmentation tattoos. We're gonna do 30% more damage, and we have +1 final power. So all around. Oh, let me fucking move myself so you can see the total damage. Her skill 2 is so long it feels like a skill 3. She didn't even get to do the final coin, she's just so good. It's wonderful to be able to say now in XP Luxcavations you can just run a full middle team. Just because of her addition to the team is just like so good. Alright, let's see who did the most damage. It was her! It did a little bit more than middle brother Sinclair. Something I like about her is that she doesn't fully replace middle brother Sinclair, because his whole thing is inflicting vendetta marks against like people who hurt him and allies. Her whole thing is she's selfish. She only has the middle grudge. She doesn't have like a vendetta mark. She does have vengeance mark, but so does like every middle ID, and that's very good. I think that's very good. I think I like that aspect where he's more team focused, she's more self-centered. Like you can find that in like the Index Proselyte. I like it when Index Dawn released, she didn't fully replace Index Proselyte Faust, because Faust actually has this thing where if she's at 9 Grace of Prescript, she base skills inflict +1 more singing potency, and this unit gains +1 more poise potency, which is very nice. Dawn actually doesn't have that. She does not have that at 9 Grace of the Prescript, or at 3 Unlock. Yeah, no, it's very good. I like it how they encourage diversity in the ways characters are built, and don't fully replace, like, say, like, one's better than the other. I like that. Anyways, she's good. Probably better than Middle Claire, but if you want raw damage, go for Middle Claire. She's good at maintaining bleed count because, you know, she has a counter that she can always inflict +2 bleed count with, which is nice. Yeah, the envy team is skyrocketing right now, and you can actually use them in XP Luxcavations because they won't be staggered by turn 3.